I thought the second you did that deer jumped out, and I was like, no! Alright.
We're on the death highway again.
We're on a death highway, but this time with many, many, many more deer, which is making this infinitely more stressful. Because they're just one pea-brain decision away from jumping in front of this SUV. Or at least that's what I feel like right now. That's probably not entirely true.
Yeah.
So anyway, to decrease stress levels and maybe get serotonin where there is none, I've decided to find comfort in making a vodcast. Alternatively, no good horror movie happens without being reported by someone.
Lovely. Can you put the defrosters on?
Sure.
Because their windshield is fogging up for reasons I don't know.
Because it's cold outside, but like actually. It's 42 degrees out, so it's still not freezing cold, but it is fairly cold. Cold enough that it's gonna fog up with, two people in here talking and existing.
Yeah.
That defroster, dude, is loud.
Better?
There we go. I thought that somehow we had a window open. So as you could tell, nerves are high, which is great. You know what? There's only one thing that we could possibly do on this vodcast episode here that would make this fitting. Don't you kill yourself.
First part is that the camera does not pick them up.
Oh great, so it looks like I'm crazy.
They like barely come up on the right. But yeah, no, it looks like you're just fucking insane. Which is great.
Know any good scary stories?
I don't think that's the best thing to go into right now.
I feel like now, more than ever, we have the perfect setting for it. So I won a 50-50 earlier, which is already really what set me on edge, because I never win 50-50s. This is actually a running joke in the entire friend group that I don't win them. I once managed to get 7 wrong consecutively just to prove a point. So now whenever I do win one, just raw, it's scary. Not like super superstitious, right? Like we're not talking like full voodoo curse, but it always has me like, no, I feel like something bad's gonna happen.
Which isn't great in our current situation where we are stuck on this road for 20-something miles.
Yeah.
But still.
We've been on this for a while. So, I feel like last time with the Death Highway, we didn't get the full effect of it, So now you get to be with us as we sit here. I mean, last one I was actually fairly relaxed because on either side was ocean. And listen, if Cthulhu wants to swallow us up from the depths, fine.
Can't do shit about that one.
We have a friend. There's a car.
Another soul.
Another soul.
You just flash your high beams at him?
Yeah, I just,
Just hello.
Hello.
Bye into the void. There you go.
There he goes. He's gone.
Oh well.
You know what? That at least feels a little nice.
Yeah, honestly.
But yeah,
Hopefully roads that turn off. Won't see those again for a while.
Those turn-offs literally lead into the middle of the woods, and if we want to try to find a Wendigo, that's what we do. Anyway.
Yeah.
We actually, forest episode tomorrow. Hopefully when it doesn't feel like there's a Wendigo out somewhere.
Yeah. It's not great.
All my favorite, horror stories are from video games. So I actually don't know that I know any off the top of my head.
There's a slide up here.
It's flashing.
Sure is.
It's probably a slowdown thing. I don't know, though.
Pretty sure it ain't in the middle of the fucking road, I guess.
Honestly, distance here is also very strange. Because things that will look like they're only a mile out will take actually 5 minutes to get to. Light has stopped.
Great.
adding further credence to the we are going insane theory because, once again, cannot be picked up on camera.
No, that got picked up on camera.
Oh, okay.
That building?
That building is getting as ignored as we could possibly ignore it.
Oh, that's even seedier than the last gas station.
That gas station has a solitary open sign and nothing.
Astounding.
You know, the worst part is I bet you this would be beautiful during the day.
Oh, I'm sure. We really need to just fucking accept to pack it in earlier.
Yeah. I mean, once again, this was we had a nice night and we went, hey, let's just go a little bit closer to this thing that's 2 hours away. So, you know, we'll only drive for an hour.
We need to check our routes better. And that's just how that is.
Yeah, so, you know, we would have only driven for an hour if there was anywhere to stop.
Yeah.
And this is only going to become more of an issue as we go. Because the East Coast is the most populated part of this country. Meaning we probably need to get used to these long stretches of silent drives. At least we don't have Route 666 to worry about now.
Yeah. I'm on that on like a 2, because I would like some sort of base.
I see.
I don't think we'll get the MC hit for that. We'll be fine.
No. Depends on what you play. I mean, a lot of songs are just royalty free and or not YouTube blocked.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay with that. But, yeah, this would have looked a lot better had it not been a black void of doom.
We are going slightly past our destination, I believe, to get to this Planet Fitness, so,
Lol.
yeah.
Alas, we've made a poor decision. A fucky-wucky, if you will.
Oh, I know. So, both of us are useless when it comes to, like, campfire stories. What's your favorite horror movie?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I haven't watched a lot of horror movies lately.
Yeah.
What would you classify as a horror movie?
Any movie that gave you a sense of existential dread, I suppose, and actually got to you. Usually for me, it's always the stories where, the curse could transfer to you.
Never really had any of that.
So like Bloody Mary got to me.
Fair
But not
enough.
really. Because I just didn't, I still to this day don't say it into the mirror. I think I did once. And I've seen people do it, so I know it's not real. But I don't like it.
Yeah, it's the kind of superstition where you're like, I don't like it. I don't like to mess around with it.
It's
Because you never really know.
It's the equivalent of being like, okay, yeah, it's bad luck to break a mirror and walk under a ladder. I don't believe in luck, so I'm just going to break mirrors and walk under ladders. You can do it, but most people go, okay, well, regardless, I don't really want to attempt that.
Yeah.
I think my least favorite one was, I forget the name of this movie, so I'm just going to have to describe it. It was a curse in which just by knowing about it, you were susceptible to the curse. Right?
What is this, the game? The movie?
The game?
Yeah, where if you know about the game, you lost the game.
I've never heard of that.
Well, congratulations, you've lost the game.
Kinda?
That's quite literally it.
Okay. So
It is the stupidest elementary school, whatever.
It's something like that, but it was you had to go out of your way to find this curse. Right?
Sounds like the Helltaker cube. Or the Helltaker, the Hellraiser cube.
It was something like that.
You have
So
to go arbitrarily out of your way for this cube.
it was like this type of thing where you could only learn about it through this one book. And once you learned about it, congratulations,
You were fucked.
you were locked into it. And the
Great.
viewer got to see the book, of course.
Oh, astounding.
And the way that the movie ends is, well, as long as no one else has seen this book, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then they look at you, and it was like, ugh.
Yeah, and it's like, oh no!
That got to me, because the
Did you watch
curse
it at a
was
young
scary.
age?
Yes.
Ah, okay, that's where it usually happens.
I used to watch horror movies with my step-uncle, I guess. Yeah, that's what he'd be. An uncle that married into the family who we're not really with anymore. Whenever I'd stay at my aunt's house, we'd watch a horror movie together.
Okay.
And, yeah. So that's why all my movie knowledge
In 10
is mostly...
miles, turn right onto Bloxham Cutoff Road.
Okay.
Cool. That's why all my horror movie knowledge is mostly old knowledge. It's, just the time period that I watched it in was, like, 2008 to 2014-ish? So we saw The Conjuring, we saw Grudge, like...
All the classics.
Funny enough,
Another Soul.
Yeah, funny enough, The Grudge was not very scary for me.
I feel like The Grudge is a lot of hit or miss.
He's...
Like, it either hits really hard or it doesn't hit.
So, he said that it was... I mean, isn't that a movie called The Ring, actually?
John, I think you're talking about two different movies.
I'm talking about the ghost that goes... That ghost.
Yeah.
The Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw The Ring, and then I also think I saw The Grudge.
Which is...
Is that the Red Realm one?
No, that's The Shining.
I have seen all of these. Just most of
Shining
them...
was a really good movie.
Oh yeah, The Shining's a great movie, but most of them didn't leave too much of an effect on me.
Yeah. I don't really have a whole lot of those like personal experience kind of things, because I would watch horror movies with my mom.
What's your favorite? Because I can say outright my favorite is probably The Conjuring. And that's
My favorite
because...
horror movie isn't a horror movie.
What is it?
Shaun of the Dead.
Why?
Because it takes a horror movie and makes it into a comedy. Which, you know, the concept of zombies is, you know, pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
When you turn it into, it's just these goons trying to survive.
Yeah.
But you get scenes instead of like, oh, grab your pistol and whatever. These dudes are just like Englanders, so they don't have that crap. So you have a scene of them in a backyard with a box of records. And they're digging through the records to throw them at zombies.
Yeah.
Like a solitary zombie in the backyard.
Yup.
And like, how about Queen? Oh, throw the Queen. And I throw the Queen record and he veers off and hits the wall. It's like, damn it. Next record's like, oh, this one. No, I like that band. So he throws it and he's like, no, come on, I like that band.
Yeah, no. I meant like scare... Okay, well then what's your favorite scary media? What media scared you that you liked?
There are a lot of horror games that really do horror good.
I think
And I
just...
feel like it's the involvement in it that makes it scary, less than...
Okay, we were
Yeah.
watching deer try to kill themselves.
Those deer actively tried to just end it. Wow. Yeah,
I'm not going to feel safe until this night is over. Anyway.
yeah. I feel like the involvement and being in control of your character makes horror games, I don't know, more immersive.
I mean, immersive than movies for sure.
Yeah, I really, really liked Dead Space.
Ooh.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one was a horror game.
Because I didn't play that until late.
I had a lot of fun with it, but I had fun with it not as a horror, but as like a, I want to shoot alien creature things and see horrific death scenes. Like, it had a few jump scares, but most of the games that have jump scared me were games meant to be scary.
Yeah.
Where, like, you can't fight back. I can tell you SCP Containment Breach I outright didn't...
Care for?
No, I didn't beat because I got jump scared. Fuck off, deer. It's literally a deer-demic.
Yeah. You just didn't beat it because you got jump scared?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
So I was running from, like, the shit blob monster that you can't look at. Yeah?
Isn't the one you're supposed to look at?
Or, yeah, I was running from the shit blob. I shut a door and started moving, is what I mean.
Oh, okay.
And then it was the doctor. And as I was running from the doctor, I hear the noise of the shadow one. And I go, oh shit, it's the shadow SCP. I wonder where he is. I look behind me. I look in front of me. I see nothing. I shut the door behind me. He was behind the fucking door. So I'm with my friend Irving. I outright scream, like out loud, full bitch mode, like, ah! Like, I can't even do it because it was so...
Like spur of the moment scream.
Yeah. No. And I remember just shutting the game off and being like, I'm not beating it. It's like, what? Yeah, no. Fuck that.
Yeah, sometimes it just be like that.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, Slenderman, not scary.
Would have been scary the first time, and then after that, you're like, okay.
Slender Man is too inevitable, I suppose.
Baldy's basics. Baldy's basics.
What do you mean?
The horror game, quote unquote.
I don't know what that is.
Wow, alright. I guess I have to explain what Baldy's basics is. So, you do math.
Alright.
And then if you do the math wrong, which you're gonna have to do the math wrong, because it gives you quite literally an impossible question,
Yeah?
the teacher comes to kick your ass.
Alright. Makes sense.
That's pretty much the whole game,
Is it a horror game?
I guess. If you don't like the sound of like slapping ruler getting louder and louder.
Alright, fair enough. So, not really.
Not really. It was a sleeper hit for a little bit. Until it wasn't anymore.
I see. FNAF VR was really good.
FNAF VR was great.
It suffered from the issue of all the FNAFs, which is, desensitization happens fairly quickly in those games because jump scares aren't
Because
repetitive.
you're used to it by this point.
I want somebody to flash their headlights back at me.
What is not a thing that ever gets got rid of is the experience of, wow, these things are a lot bigger than they appear on the laptop game.
Yeah, no.
The
So,
animatronics are fucking huge.
for people who have never played FNAF VR, and I know it's kind of cringe to talk about FNAF, but whatever, you play FNAF VR, and you're sitting in that office, and when one of the animatronics walks by, it's seriously like 7.5, 8 feet tall. And it walks past you, and it feels like it's to scale because it's VR. And it is not comfortable, especially when, if you have the light on and you're watching this happen, they will stop, turn, and look at you. If you don't have the light on, they don't do this. This is literally to punish you for rubbernecking them, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you have to shut the door, I believe. But
So you get pulverized into soup.
it is not a comfortable experience.
You get jump scared for leaving the office.
You do, and that actually was that had a funny bug for a while, where it would count you as leaving the office when you weren't. Actually, it was the level. There's a level where you press against the door, right?
Yeah.
And because the calibration of VR was still a little bit finicky back then, and still is probably.
I was always FNAF 4,
Yeah.
where you have to pull the door shut, and it would just randomly think you're leaving.
Yeah, you'd pull the door shut, and it would count as you trying to peek your head out the door, and you'd fail what was already a very hard level.
GG.
GG indeed. There's a few games that have done horror really well. I mean, real life is doing horror really well right now, because every time we see a deer, it's whipping its head at us to stare.
Yeah.
BioShock, though, had great horror sections,
It did.
despite not being a true horror game. Which I
Yeah.
think that's just also part of
The environment.
it's the environment. Holy fuck, dude. It's the environment plus the fact that there's always a horror to like mind break hypnosis, unless you're doing hentai.
Oh. Okay.
Dude, I'm rambling. I just need to speak at the moment.
Yeah.
Hey, the way station is open.
That's nice.
You know what else isn't nice? The fact that it's like a pseudo foggy night.
Yeah, I'm cold as shit, dude.
Why do you keep turning the air up then?
Oh, I have my shit at 68.
Yeah, that's below room temperature, gamer.
Alright, I didn't want the window to fog back up.
1 degree is not the reason why the window is or is not fogged up.
Fair enough, gamer. 10
In 1 mile, turn right onto Bloxham Cutoff Road.
Thank you.
Please, for the love of God, let this not just be more of this.
It's more of this. I hate this blow of the surprise, but I checked.
So when we cuddle tonight, note that it's not gay.
It's not gay, it's a fear.
Holding a cross to my chest, just Dear God, please keep away the devils. Dear God, please keep away the devils. I'm gonna dream of this. I'm gonna have nightmares involving fucking deer of all things. Do you think that's how the Wendigo came to be?
Probably.
Look up lore of the Wendigo, because now
I'm not gonna do that.
But I'm really curious.
I'm just not gonna do that. I'll do it when the sun is shining and everything is nice and smiles.
Speaking of Wendigo, there's a whole game about that.
Is there?
Yeah, you've never... Like, the one about being...
Turn right onto Bloxham Cutoff Road.
Where?
Somewhere. Oh, this, yeah.
Alright. Have fun, spooky demons.
In 3.7 miles,
Fuck
turn
you.
right onto Woodville
Alright, maybe
Highway.
you wanna calm down?
I'm not that far off the road, dude. Not even... I'm on the road, for the viewers. I was a little off the line because I was staring at a deer. There's more of these assholes.
Of course.
I've never seen this many deer, and people say overhunting's a problem. Clearly, we just don't have nocturnal hunters. We don't even need... Dude, you don't even need to go into the woods. Drive your fucking truck down this highway with your gun. Actually, why don't hunters do that? Is this like... I mean, I guess this
Accuracy.
I was gonna say, this is probably like protected because you don't want gunshots happening on residential streets.
That as well.
Yeah. Not that this is residential, but you know what I mean. Like, if you're gonna hunt with a rifle, you probably need to do it deeper into the woods.
Yeah, you have to not fucking suck.
Because, you know...
Mostly because they want to make sure if a stray bullet goes off, they want to make sure it doesn't land in a fucking residential home.
Yeah.
Because then it's a whole federal investigation that has to go on, and then nobody is happy. The officers aren't happy. The family isn't happy that their TV got a bullet in it. The hunter's not happy that he got yelled at for a bullet that he could never have known was going to go for a house.
And, I mean, I think the deer's fairly happy in that scenario.
The deer's happy. The deer's not happy with a follow-up shot that hits it. But whatever.
The deer does not live because we no longer hunt with single actions. Well, that's not... What's the difference between single shot and single action?
Single action... Okay, gun rant. Single action is the... Whether a thing is single action or double action is however many actions the hammer goes through per trigger pull.
Okay.
So for example, for a double action revolver, pulling the trigger both pulls the hammer back and then drops the hammer.
Okay.
Two separate actions. A single action would be the trigger drops the hammer and that's it.
Okay.
So fun fact, most semi-automatic pistols are single action because all the trigger does is drop the hammer. And it's the slide kicking back that resets the hammer. So for a single action revolver, you have to keep bringing the hammer back.
You've got to fan the hammer.
Yeah,
if
you have to pull your hammer back because the trigger is a single action pistol. As a trigger, Jesus. It is a single action revolver because your trigger only drops the hammer. It doesn't reset the hammer.
Yeah, that guy had his high beams on. He actually turned them off for us, which was nice.
Thank that guy for not blinding us.
I keep on, like, flashing my high beams at people twice, and I'm wondering if that's, like, a sign of, like, annoyance, or if they take it as what it is, which is me just kind of being like, hi, there's another lonely soul driving this road at 1 a.m.
Yeah. It is very settling to see other people.
I don't feel unsettled at the moment, for the most part. I don't know. The bad feeling has mostly been shaken. Maybe by being super cautious, we avoided it.
Maybe just by talking about gun rant.
True.
Yeah, any other random gun questions you have? That I may or may not be able to answer?
So, then you've got lever actions.
Lever, yeah.
Where you cock a lever instead of a hammer. Not cock.
The hammer will still be there. It's just the
At the next light,
way of
turn
working
right.
your action is by pulling a lever instead of something like a pump.
Okay. So it's just whatever. So single shot then used to be the thing, right? I'm not crazy.
Like a single shot weapon?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, like a musket is single shot.
Right.
At
so
the light,
did we ever hunt
turn right
those?
onto Woodville
Yes.
Highway.
People sometimes still do.
Right. So
So
deer
it's
no,
gonna be this red light.
deer no longer get to live in the world where we just have single shot weapons.
Well, yesn't, because people just brought more people at the red lights, not the...
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
This light.
Yeah, they just bring more hunters.
Hmm.
So it'd be like 2-3 guys with single shot rifles. So at worst, you'd get...
Wait, is this the gas station? No, okay, it's not the gas station.
No, it's not the
from
gas
last
station
time.
we were at last time.
In 10 miles,
I was-
turn right onto
yeah, that
Capitol
wouldn't even make
Circle
sense.
Southeast.
Yeah, that just doesn't
10 more
logic.
miles. Dude, I'm not thinking
This is more
logically.
urban, so we're good.
Alright.
There are houses and shit on this road, at least.
There's still deer. I'm not going to be completely unsettled, but at least now we are done the spooky,
The turbo spook.
the turbo spook. Alright, you know what?
We're a little bit closer to civilizations, which is nice.
Yeah. So next time that we're stuck driving down a spooky highway at night, I'm going to have some horror stories memorized to share, and we
Okay.
can talk about those. This time I think that this was a good way of, getting out of that funk.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, how long's it been?
26 minutes?
I say that we go for another 4 minutes. Let's just
Okay.
talk about random shit, I guess.
What you got on the docket for today?
What I got on the docket for today? Ooh. We can talk about the fact that that fucking shower short has gotten like 400 views.
Yeah, no, a random short just shot up, and we got 300 whatever views on it.
Alright, so I addressed this briefly, but I guess I'll really state it clearly here. This channel was never meant to have shorts. It's just our best recording equipment is a phone, right? Turns out if you record something that's under a minute long, vertically,
Yeah,
you get a short no matter what you want.
your phone will automatically upload it as a short, and too bad.
There is not an option to disable this, nor is there, that I'm aware of, nor is there any option in the normal upload process that,
It doesn't ask you if you
Yeah.
want to make it a short. It just checks it and goes, yep, this fits in the short category, it's a short now.
yup. So I wanted to really document our first few nights surviving, because I figured they'd be the roughest, and it would be a good idea to talk through what we're doing, because it would take forever, because we're bad. At some point, like maybe a few weeks in, I do want to do an updated, hey, this is our nightly routine, look how quick it's done type video.
Yeah, look how good we got at it.
But
Instead of, look how shit we are at this.
look, it took me actually 20 minutes to assemble a stove.
Womp
But yeah, so I wanted to show off because we're showering in Planet Fitness bathrooms. Which, by the way, is going a lot better than I thought it might.
womp. Yeah.
But I wanted to show off, hey, this is the shower situation that we're working with. And I named it the shower situation. And then I guess because people are like into that type of title, this started to blow up. At the time of this recording, last I checked, it had about 300 something views. Please don't check it.
Okay, I won't.
If you must. Only that one though.
Nah, it's okay.
So I don't really care how well this channel is doing. This is for us to be able to look back on, and I want to share it with as many people who are interested. If no
For
one's
pleasure
interested,
more than
yeah.
for...
If no one is interested in this, fine. But this channel is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to pander it and cultivate it into a perfectly successful
Thing.
product. Yeah. This is what we're doing. If you like it, if you want to be part of it with us, I'm happy to have you along, type of deal.
Yeah.
So I don't expect it to go anywhere. And then randomly today, I get told, oh, the shower situation has 300 views. And I just feel my heart drop. And just go, why? I'm pretty sure that's verbatim how I said it.
Yeah.
And
It
now
is.
I've got to live with that. I've got to live with introverts across America. Most people's first experience with this channel is going to be, so this is the shower situation. Don't record a shower, dipshit. I'm not recording the act itself, and that's the whole video. I'm not happy about this.
It's fine.
It's fine. Disappointing. Fine. Disappointing. And I feel like we need to do something cool that's way more clickbaity. Want to wrestle a bull?
We could try.
I think 2v1 we have a shot. Just,
Maybe.
you know, give it a few more weeks at the gym. Yeah, well. I think that's good for rambling.
Probably.
Alright. Second vlog of the journey. One made involuntarily. Thank you for easing our worries, guys. Signing off.
We'll see you later. Bye-byes.
Bye.